This your boy Boss and welcome back to the channel, man. Today we got a local breeder in my area and he's a master breeder. And we're gonna be doing a full tour of this place. So sit back, relax, it's about to be lit. Introduce yourself, Mike. Let people know who you are.
Hi, I'm Mike Schroeder. I've got a small business here in my basement called Fishroom to Peacocks. I've been keeping fish now for probably 50 years. I ran pet stores around here for over 30 years, so I quit doing that and started doing this for full time.
Okay. And he got it going on, as you guys can see. Give you a nice little pen. And we're gonna go through, we're gonna let him just like talk about each tank and what he got going on, what he's breeding. And he has food, he has all type of stuff. So let's get into it. Where you want to start at, Mike? I'll let you start.
We could start here.
Okay.
There's a bunch of big hat males starting to grow out. Several of these species are very rare. Even if you Google them, you hardly find the names of them. You can look up some of those names and the stuff is just not available. That's one of my little niches. These I'm growing out to sell. People want those big colored nice males, and some of these guys get big before they color up, but they're a work in progress.
Yeah, they're definitely beautiful. What is that right here?
That is a red-tailed botia. I keep those around because they're great for getting rid of the nuisance snails, and they hold their own with the Africans. The Africans don't pick on them at all, and they keep those nuisance snails out of my tanks.
Yeah, awesome haps. Haps get pretty big too.
Yes, especially some of these. There's a couple of types in here that'll get like 9 inches.
Wow.
You know, there's a nice Luanda male peacock back there. They don't get as big. This tank's kind of dark. It doesn't show up quite as good as what it should.
They can still see. I have a nice eye biter at home. He's probably about 7 inches long.
That's when they get neat.
He's beautiful.
Those are a cool fish. Mm-hmm. I like those. I don't have any around right now. I have them periodically.
Really nice. All right, what else you want to show us?
We can maybe start you with this top row, my 10-gallon tanks. That's where I grow my fry up. Actually, I do have one line of blue guppies. I developed those about 10 years ago that I've been kind of selectively breeding just to get them bluer and get the little black dots in their tail. Here is some just juvenile of a hongai. Actually, they go under the name of super red top kapuma. I've got between 20 and 25 years invested in that line.
Wow.
A little later we'll show you the breeders on those. And here's another hongai line. This is hongai deluxe. Those came out of Europe. Yeah, I'm working with those. And then there's some super red bushy nose in there. I used to breed a lot of bushy nose, but I've cut back on those.
Yeah, those are awesome.
And more fry out of the kapumas. There's some baby python islands in there.
Mm-hmm. And I noticed with your filtration, you say you only use these box filters?
In all the smaller tanks, except for the big ones, I'm using the old-fashioned box filter, probably 1960 technology. Run a few inches of gravel to hold my good bacteria, and then just like a filter floss on top. And they're all air-driven, very efficient, economical to run, and they do a good job.
Yeah, nice. Keeping it simple.
Yep. Couple of guppies there. I'm trying to experiment across just to see what they do come out.
Yeah, that'd be nice if that koi pop out in all of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's wait and see. I just had her, so she was sitting by herself, so I put that little blue boy in with her, and now seeing what I'm gonna get.
I'm sure it's gonna be nice.
And more super red top kapumas. They're all over.
So you can breed them. You can breed the crap out of them,
I
huh?
do. I've probably got 300-400 of them right now.
Wow.
Because I'm wanting to grow out a new breeder colony. I'll grow up at least 100 and then very selectively pick my breeders out of those.
Okay. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorites too, for sure. Definitely.
And something I rarely have. I've got a few angelfish. I had some pet stores wanting some healthy angels. So I may let them pair up and start raising a few angelfish for some of the local stores. I haven't actually raised angels in probably 20 years, so it'll be fun to do that again.
So you got a little nice bristlenose pleck on there?
Yeah, there's bristlenose of all different colors kind of still scattered through the tanks. Like I said, I don't breed many anymore. I just use them because they're the best scavengers.
Yeah, clean up crews.
Yes, they do, and they do the best job on algae. Nothing can beat them.
Yeah, I love pleckos too. Scared them.
Yeah.
What you got going on in this tank?
There is some more super red top kapumas and some albino kobus that I've been working with that line for 10 or 15 years. We'll get to the breeders on the other side.
Albino kobus?
Right.
Okay.
The males get real yellow, the females stay the white. And then I've got them in a standard too that are getting a lot of yellow in them.
Awesome.
And back to more super red top kapumas. And the next tank is more super red. And I think there's a few albino ally maybe there.
And y'all can see like on the wall here, you can, yeah, you want to out the way, you can see pretty much this is everything that you have in your fish room or...
Right now, that's kind of close to a picture of about everything I've got at this moment.
All the best stuff. Hands down. And he's certified.
Yes, I do have a actual pet store license now. I am legit.
Yeah, he's certified. All right. I guess we'll start over here.
Those are just some young peacocks. I don't have them real lit up right now. They came in a little small. I'm just growing them out to the point that they start showing color. Then that's when people want to get them.
What's the name of them?
Those are the Nagara flame tails. They get the bright blue with the orange to red in the tails and through the dorsal. That's a real nice line. That's why I couldn't get any bigger ones, so I got the smaller ones because they're super good.
Awesome. Over here we got some male super red tops.
Yeah, again, another tank of them.
Got plenty. You guys want them. He got plenty. That's a nice one right here, though.
That is actually that's one of the Africobu standards that I've been breeding to get all the yellow in it.
Okay.
The next tank we'll see them a little bit bigger where they're starting to really show the color.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I guess we'll go down and then we'll work our way back up. What you got going down in this tank?
This tank is one of my breeder tanks. I've got the German iceberg allies that I imported those out of Germany about 10 years ago. I've been working with. They've been a super nice line. They're not a hybrid, just they've increased the white, and I keep working with that. There's some white labs in there that I'm proud of. I've had them going for a long time.
You know, I've never seen white labs before.
And good white labs are hard to find. And there is one of my little male Africobus kind of starting to show off a little bit right there. Just a real young breeder that's starting to show color.
He's beautiful.
And the yellow just gets real bright in his face.
Got that blue on him too.
And that blue will almost get a little purple hint to it also.
He's beautiful. Is that a little eye biter right there?
That is a subspecies of the eye biter.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not the true eye biters. They're actually a subspecies. Just a few odd ones I picked up on growing out.
That guy right there got some orange on him.
That is the Hongai Deluxe line.
Okay.
I've got a bunch of young ones I'm growing out for a new breeder colony there.
Yeah, he's beautiful. Amazing colors. We'll come back up to the top. What's going on in this tank?
That is kind of my catch-all tank right now.
Okay.
There's a trio of the platinum labs. You don't see the white ones very often. There's some Philiborni in there, but right now it's kind of the catch-all tank.
Yeah. Still nice fish. They still for sale.
Yes, they are. And then these, they're small, but those are the trophiest.
Yes.
Those are the Bimba Orange Flame. They're the ones that get black and then the real vivid red in them. They're just real young fish, very nice. They haven't started to color up quite yet. Another half inch and you'll start seeing all the red coming in them.
Yeah, you can see there's a couple of them that's starting to get some color.
Yeah, there's a couple of them
starting
wanting to show off a little bit.
Yeah, there's a couple of them. Yeah, I never kept trophies before. I definitely want to try this species.
They're definitely especially one. They need a very high vegetable diet. That's why I do keep them separate, and I feed them a spirulina flake.
Spirulina, okay.
That's pretty much their diet right there.
What kind of pleco is that in there?
That is a calico bushy nose.
Calico bushy
And then
nose?
there's some brown long fins in there.
Yeah, I see those guys. Yeah, that calico bushy nose is nice.
Right.
Different.
Those are some platinum azurius I just came across. They're a new one on the market. Just waiting to see how they come out. That's something I may be breeding down the road.
What type of color they get?
The females are going to stay like that. The males will get a baby blue, almost ice blue color, solid blue.
Wow. That's just a little Shelly in there?
Yeah, there is a little brevis female in there, and I think there's a couple of yellow calvus in there, your compressiceps.
Oh,
Probably
nice.
hanging towards the back.
Oh yeah, I see them back there in the back, yeah. One of my favorites.
Oh yeah, they are.
Man, I haven't kept them yet, but I definitely want to get into them.
Yeah.
Nice
There's a few
Kenyas.
different ones in here. Yeah, there's a couple Kenii left. There is a nice little male yellow top hongai who's trying to breed tonight for us.
What's
there he
this
is.
guy right here in the front?
That's him. That's the
Okay.
that's the yellow top hongai. He's showing off. There's at least one or two females holding now, but he's definitely trying to attract some more females into him now.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he's staking an area out and trying to get those girls to come over.
Nah, I think I picked up one of these from you at the swap.
That is the female exasperatus.
Yeah, I got a pair of them.
Yeah,
from you.
the males are more blue, but the females got a real unique color to them.
Mm-hmm.
In too many Africans, the females don't have color, but those guys are gorgeous.
They're gorgeous. They're like a fluorescent.
Exactly.
Especially got the right light on the tank. They look, man.
And they're almost a multi color. There's so many different colors.
Yeah, yeah. I finally got me a male Kenya, so hopefully I can get them going.
Right.
I had one more for me, so
Sure.
hopefully I can get something going with them.
And here, there's the black calvus, your compressiceps tanzaniacans. There's a bunch of those. There's a couple of yellow lupiae. Then there is the little Shellys, the ornipinus, that are starting to really grow on me. They're not a flamboyant colored fish, but boy, are they unique.
Yeah, you can see how he's just sitting there with his little hind legs on the...
I walk by the tank and they're always just sitting there like a little puppy staring at you, I swear.
Yeah, they're pretty cool, man. I like the little patterns they got on them too. Especially that one, like the right light, and they got like a sparkle to them.
They do, the male, yeah. There's been a couple males in there really trying to show off to the girls, so I think they're going to be pairing up here real shortly.
Nice, man. And what kind of pleco is that in there?
I don't remember the L number right offhand. On
Yeah, I don't know all the L's, and that's way above my pay grade. You know.
I used to know them all, but it just gets too confusing sometimes.
It definitely is confusing.
I've got it written down somewhere around here.
Awesome. Going on here to this next one. Oh, some nice OBs in here, huh?
Yeah, those are the OB Philiborni. It took me a long time to find these. You could find Philiborni with the blue males and the OB females, but in this line, the males are the purple OBs and the females are more the orange OBs. I was looking and looking to find them.
Yeah, I've never kept OBs, but I like the color they give off, especially like in show tanks.
Right.
They give a different element to your show tanks.
I had this line about 30 years ago, and then I got out of them, and I just haven't been able to find any good ones for a long time till I came across these.
This line older than me. Yeah, awesome fish, man.
They are.
And what you got down here? You got some, it's the hidden gems down here, huh?
Yeah, that's just some of that, again, those blue guppies that I've been working with.
Okay.
And the end tank's got a few goldfish in there. I had a tub sitting out on the patio with some water lilies in there, and my wife liked them. She made pets out of them. She named them. And
Oh, okay. So they not for sale.
no, those ones aren't. Those for pets. I got to keep those. They're going back out on the patio.
Where are these fat females right here?
Those, again, they're all out of that blue line. Those are just some of my little bit older females, and you can see how big they get, and they'll probably have 100 babies at one time.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, she look like she ready to drop right now.
Oh yeah, she is. She's real close.
She's huge. I love them fins they got on them.
Yeah.
It's so hard to find females that look good.
That have some color to them, exactly.
Man, that's just like one of the hardest things.
Those are some German red peacocks. They're just young ones again. They came in a little small and grown out. There's one little male in there.
You see him coloring up good.
Yeah, he thinks he's something. He thinks he's the ruler of the tank right now.
Yeah.
But as soon as I sell him, and then there's going to be another little boy taking his spot in a few days.
Right, yeah, that's how it happens. It don't take long.
But you look at him, he's got
I'm looking, he got a lot of different patterns on him too.
Right, and he's got great color for being that little. This is a very good line of fish.
He got
when
blue
they get
on his
big,
face.
they're just gorgeous.
Yeah, he's awesome. All right. We look at these. Hold on, we gotta look at these. What you got? You got so much stuff in here, Mike.
Oh, I forget where some of it is to myself. That is a bunch of the albino Africobus that I'm selling.
Okay.
And then there's some of those German iceberg allies that I'm selling in there. And there's one real nice midnight mulatto male that I've got left over from a group that's starting to color up, and see if he's going to be the tank boss.
Awesome. Star sapphires. Definitely one of my go-tos.
They are a gorgeous fish. Those big males, when they get that blue and then that white chipping in them, you just can't beat them. But
Takes a while, but it's worth it.
That's a 2 to 3 year old fish.
Right now.
Exactly. These guys, I can start to sex them now. The blue ones,
yeah, you can see, yeah.
The blue hint, there's your boys, and kind of gray ones are the girls. They're just nice young little fish.
Yeah, they look amazing when they get bigger. Truly amazing. What you got up in here?
And here is some of those baby OB Philibornis.
Okay.
That other tank that are coming up. I'm just growing those out and selling those.
Okay. Mike got it going on. He can spend hours over here trying to look at fish.
Nice little batch of lemon jakes. This is a fantastic line.
Oh yeah, I can see that male right there that's trying to color up.
There's some males just coloring up. They get that just gorgeous canary yellow and then a blue purple in the body. They're just real nice.
Yeah, he's definitely beautiful. Down here, what you got? Some.
There's our Eureka Reds. That was an exceptional batch, and they're about all gone.
I see. There ain't much in here.
No, there was some gorgeous ones in there, but I pretty much sold out on those guys.
Okay. So you got more hung guys?
More hung guys. There's probably 80 in that tank. Like I said, I've got them all over.
They look nice. These are some of my favorites right here. I'm not gonna lie. And I think I like them so much because they breed easy for me.
Oh yeah, the zebra obliquidans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Those females are the nice banded, and then the males get that orange right in the chest area.
But you know what though? I've never been able to see them from nowhere but you.
Yeah.
To be honest, like you don't have those in the pet stores.
No, you don't see them. That right there, I try to be my niche, is to have stuff that you don't commonly see. I usually keep them around most of the time.
Yeah, I love the zebra
They're a
oblique
popular
ones.
one.
Last tank on this side. What's
Got a
on here?
bunch of morai in there. They call them the blue dolphins.
Okay, blue dolphins.
The male gets the big lump on the head.
You've had that line for quite a while, haven't you?
Oh, probably 15, 20 years now. I've just got little ones around. I've got one tank with a few bigger ones in there. And then there's some young hap intermediates in there. I sold the ones that were real colored, but they're.
I'm about to say, I see something in the back that's super colored up.
There's one nice little male coloring up there. Very unique. They get a very turquoise blue color.
Yeah, he's chasing everybody around there.
Gorgeous little fish.
You can tell he's the boss.
Yeah, and that's one you hardly see around anymore.
Definitely don't. You ain't seen none of that. All right, we go check out the rest. You got so much stuff. I see you got breeders. These are all your breeders.
And then here's where all those hongai came from. This is my breeding colony. In fact, there's a male trying to breed tonight right now.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to be boss tonight, trying to chase some girls around in there.
Nice. And this is what, a female right here?
Yes, that's actually a young female. You can see I've been working on getting more red in them, in the fins. Normally females don't have much color. Like I said, this is a 20-25 year project that I've been working, trying to get the males brighter and the females with more color. And there's a nice trio of the white ally in there, the solid white ones. There's the male right there, and there's a little girl there by him.
That's a hap, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, so they look like a hap.
Exactly. Though also, a lot of people call them friar eyes.
Friar eye, okay. And then you said, which one is this one with the orange? That's the...
That is the Africobu. That right there is my standard line that I breed with the albinos to get all that yellow in them.
That's crazy.
Again, that's another line I've been working with for a long time.
And you got some cats in here too, you're breeding.
I've got the Cichlids multipunctatus. Those are the ones that don't breed on their own. They only breed with the cichlids. When the cichlids are spawning, a pair will swim through the site, drop their eggs. The female cichlid picks up the catfish eggs, not knowing the difference. The catfish eggs hatch quicker, and their first food is they will eat the cichlid eggs in her mouth.
I've heard that before.
And that's the only way they breed. They'll never breed on their own. And there's actually an albino one of those catfish. I've had him for about 15 years.
Wow.
At one time, I think I was the only person in the world with them, but now they're starting to appear here and there.
And what's the name of him again?
That's the Cichlids multipunctatus. They'll go under cockatoo catfish because of how they breed.
Okay.
But yeah, the catfish will never just breed on their own.
Yeah, I've heard that before. I've heard that. That's crazy.
That's why they're so popular. Just a very unique fish in the hobby.
Definitely. Got some more breeders here.
Another tank of breeders. This has got my backup group of the German iceberg ally. In fact, that male is breeding with that female almost as we speak. He's got a girl right there by him. He's hovering right over the top of her.
Where at?
Right there. He's down there by her.
Oh, right here. Oh, okay, okay. I see it. Okay,
There
yeah.
she is. Yeah, she almost blends in with the bottom.
Yes, he definitely does.
Yep.
Yeah, he is showing plenty of color.
Oh, yeah.
He is showing off.
And then that's the albino kobu. That's my new young breeder colony. He's been breeding quite a bit. There's 3 or 4 girls in there holding right now, and it looks like he's going to do a little more breeding tonight too. This is going to be an active tank.
So what's your, I guess we can take a pause for a second. What is your secret?
A couple of things. One, people don't keep their Africans crowded enough. This is a 40-gallon tank, and I've probably got 40 fish in there.
Right.
They are aggressive. If you've got enough fish in there, then they don't bother each other. That's the biggest mistake people make with them, is they don't keep enough fish in the tank. They think of 55, a dozen fish is crowded. It's not. You need a minimum of 30, and even more would be better.
Okay.
And with that, water changes and a good quality food.
Most definitely, which we're going to talk about
at
the end of the video.
We will.
We're going to end the video off with that.
Yep.
But yeah, he's amazing.
She just picked up an egg.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, we didn't catch it.
Yep, she just picked up an egg.
So they're spawning right now.
Oh, yeah. Yep, and those are just young breeders.
Yeah.
I prefer keeping young breeders around. The males aren't as big to be as aggressive with the females.
True.
And this way I can rotate my breeder line out, so I'm always improving them.
Oh yeah, I see them. They get into it.
There they go. Yes. That's great to actually catch them.
Yeah, that is.
Yep,
she's definitely holding.
Yep.
I get to see that live.
Yeah.
And that was good footage right there.
That was great. That was perfect. You did great.
All right, see what you got over here now.
It's kind of some young stuff I'm growing up. There's a nice big trio of Azurius in there.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Right. And then here's one that most people have never seen. These are called Pindus. They're not from the popular lakes, Malawi, Tanganyika, Victorian. I don't remember the name of the lake right offhand, but there's very few of those that have actually been brought into the country.
I've never seen them.
They turn almost black. The males and females colored the same. Just a very unique fish that I was able to come across.
Yeah, they're definitely unique. I've never seen them. And that's another one thing in the back. He's like jet black.
That right there is probably the dominant male right there. Yeah, he is just solid black.
Yeah, you can barely see his eyes are black and everything.
Right, and they've just got a very unique body shape to them.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like their lips look like the dolphin, but not.
Right.
In a way.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very unique. I've never seen those.
Just some odd fish I come around. It's fun to keep because they're different.
Got some more cats in here.
Always, I've got them spread out.
And I like how you got, your tanks are simple.
Yes.
Like you don't have a whole bunch of rock structures you know, it's just a few things here, let the fish swim and do what they do.
Right, exactly. Because if I'm selling out of the tank, I've got to be able to catch them.
True.
Or if they're breeding, I've got to be able to catch those females to strip the fry out of her. So I've got to keep it simple so I can get those fish. In fact, that's a pair of catfish in there right now. The cichlids must be thinking about spawning because they're showing some interest. That's the male chasing the female right there.
Okay.
They are actually, I bet you somebody will spawn in there tonight and then the catfish will be ready.
That's crazy. I wish I could catch that on camera.
Yeah.
I've
never actually seen it firsthand.
Oh, okay.
Down here, we've got, a few different things that I'm growing out to sell. There's some the little bit bigger of the blue dolphins to have more eyes.
Okay.
I've got a medium size of the blue azurias that are just lighting up very nice. Then there is the yellow blaze Iridescent. There's a nice little male there just starting to get some color. They get a blue body with the yellow dorsal.
Yeah, he's nice. Yeah, he's really nice.
Yeah.
That side angle look good.
Right.
It's like this fin is like blue, yellow, and the tip is red.
Exactly how they are, yes.
That's crazy.
And then there's a few young...
Oh, what's that white one back there?
That is a bigger platinum lab. They're like your yellow labs, but it's a platinum lab. Those are real hard to find. They're what's called on the red list. They're not allowed to export those anymore out of Lake Malawi. So all we have is what is in captivity. That's why we need to preserve a lot of these fish to keep them going. Because in some cases they've been able to reintroduce some of these fish that are extinct in the wild.
Yeah, take them, put them back in.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's awesome. I've never seen them.
Yeah.
Platinum or white labs, like that's just not something you see every day. All right, what we got back here in this?
Those are some young Luanda peacocks that I've grown out to sell. There's some males in there starting to show some nice color. Very pretty peacock. They get a little bigger, purplish blue body, then they get that bright red to yellow dorsal.
Yeah, definitely beautiful. What are these, some sunshines?
Those are the albino sunshines. That is a super good line. The males are just colored up good.
Oh yeah, I can see them.
The females stay white with the red eyes, and those males just get
yeah, this one down here that's super
yellow. As they get older, the yellow just gets brighter and brighter in them.
Yeah, those are stunning. I don't know if because they got the light on the tank or not, but they look damn good. They look good.
That's a great line. I love that fish there.
And them red eyes just pop.
Exactly, especially with that yellow background. It really highlights it.
Yeah, it definitely just pops. All right.
And the next tank is again one of my catch-all tanks that I don't really go in this tank or that tank, so I end up with a catch-all tank. There's a
what is this right here?
That is a Cylindricus that jumps from the tank next door.
Oh wow! So why is he lighter than the others? Or the other ones look like that too?
Well, part of it too. That tank is just a little brighter, so they'll lighten up. Where the other tank, there's more algae growing there, a little darker, so they try to blend in.
Got you.
There's a little male of the white lip haps in there too.
Yeah, I was noticing. I said he got white lips.
Yeah, that's a cool fish. That's the last one I've got right now. I will be getting more. Gorgeous hap. They turn bright blue and then just those super white lips to them.
I think I've seen those full grown before. They're awesome.
In the next tank, I need to get the algae wiped out, but there's only so many hours in the day.
Yeah, it's fine.
There's again some of those young cockatoo catfish I'm growing out.
Yeah.
That is a blue orchid peacock male. You don't see blue orchids hardly ever. I only get them very rarely. There's the rest of the Cylindricus that are supposed to be in that tank.
Right.
Then there's the Julidochromis mulleri.
That's the yellow ones, right?
No, those are the lupiae.
Yeah, I love those.
Right.
It's the color.
There are the Julies in the bottom right-hand corner. There's a group of 3 of them right there. Yep.
Yeah.
Those are right there. Those are great fish. You can put a pair in a 10-gallon tank, and they do not eat their own babies. They're so cool to watch them. They'll take care of their babies, grow them up in there with them.
I got 5 of them. I need to separate them then if that's the case.
Just put the 5 by themselves and let them pair up. Put a bunch of rocks in there and they'll grow them in there.
So they don't need shells?
No, they do not. They like caves. Flower pots work great for them. They're actually a cave spawner.
Got you. Ooh, nice multis.
Yes, there is a whole group of multis I'm selling. They're getting about breeding age now. They're real close. There's a few of redfin compressiceps in there. They're kind of hanging towards the back. Again, like the Calvus, they've got that cool body shape to them.
Yeah, most definitely.
And then there's a few little Julidochromis in there left. They're similar to the mulleri, they're just a little darker.
Okay, I got you. I didn't know that. I thought they were all the same.
No, there's probably 15, 20 different species of Julidochromis available now.
Wow. The multis are awesome, man. I have to give me some multis one day.
They're very unique little fish.
What size tank is this?
That is a 120.
120? Okay.
It's only a 5-foot tank. I didn't have room for a 6-foot tank to fit. So
it's pretty tall though, ain't it?
It is. That's why it's similar to 120, but it's a foot shorter and then a little taller.
Got you. So you got an OB in there holding?
That is one of my OB Philiborni, and the male to her is right next to the blue one. Just went behind her.
Okay.
And the cool thing with that line is all the blue ones that come out are boys, all the OBs that come out are girls.
Wow. Easy.
And then there's a bunch of the redfin borlei in there. The kind of drabber ones with the bright red fins are the girls, and then the males are starting to change. They get the real blue face.
Them are some beautiful fish once they get full grown.
Oh, they're gorgeous. And they'll get good size. I've had them around 8
Yeah,
inches.
huge. Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah, people see these at the pet store but don't even understand what they turn into.
They are.
Yeah, because
they're very fast growing. I got these guys about 5 months ago, and they were maybe 2 inches, and they've just, as soon as I put them in a big tank, they just
exploded. Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome. Definitely awesome. Nice showpiece for sure.
Exactly.
All right, we got more tanks over here. These just grow outs.
That and stuff that's actually for sale. That is another tank of the German red peacocks. They're a little bigger than what that other tank was.
Okay.
Those guys are, I can sex them out real easy. The males are starting to show color. In fact, there's been interest in some breeding in that tank.
Yeah, I'm noticing that you got quite a few males in there.
Right.
Quite a few.
They're just a real pretty peacock. They get that bright orange.
Yeah, peacocks, it take them a while for you to really understand the true look of them, but then when they get there, man, they're so worth it.
Right. And this is the Chipoka yellow line. You see a lot of your Benda line and your Sunshine line. This is a little different line of peacocks. They're a little more canary yellow. It's just a different location in the lake that you don't see as often. That's why I like to keep them around. They're just a little different.
Yeah,
they get that real blue face and that yellow body.
Yeah, they're definitely different than the other ones. I guess we come down here to this one. Got some
jewel spotty longatus in there. Those are the ones, the males turn almost black with some dots, and the females stay light blue color. Then there's some of the rusties that I just love. That is a gorgeous line. The females stay that rusty color, and the male gets a brighter red and a real lavender right through the body. You've seen that in yours.
Yeah, I mean, By far one of my favorite Africans.
They are. They're very hardy and just a gorgeous fish.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
There's some of the pealanders in there. They're Lake Victorian. They're just starting to color off, kind of unique fish. It's hard to probably see in this, but they get bright blue lips to them.
Which one of those?
These guys right here.
Okay.
They're actually Lake Victorian. But if you keep them, some people say Lake Victorians are too aggressive. The trick there is like this tank here, a very crowded tank.
I'm about to say, it's quite a few fish in here.
Yes, there is. Most of my tanks you see, that's what I try to tell people, they need to be kept crowded.
Yep, I do the same thing because you gotta have crowded. You gotta have them crowded. If not, they're gonna chase each other around.
Yes, otherwise they'll unfortunately end up with dead fish.
You will. You definitely will. We come out here to this one. Like, you got some yellow labs in here, or?
Yes, I've just got some yellow labs. It's kind of a common one, but they're still popular. The males and females both have the yellow color. They're so bright. There's some standard hongai in there, the ones I didn't raise. These are how they look in the lake. They just aren't quite as bright as my line, but they're gorgeous little fish.
Right.
And then there's actually a bunch of the albino eye biters in there.
Oh, okay, that's what that is?
Yes, those are albino eye biters.
Wow. Never seen that.
I have those from time to time.
Wouldn't know unless you look. Come up here to this tank.
And we have more peacocks. You can tell peacocks are one of my favorites.
That's your thing, huh?
It is. I've always got a soft spot for peacocks. This is the Blue Regal line. I love this line I get from
See a nice male right there.
that I get from this buddy of mine. I can't believe how young the males color up, and they've just got the most iridescent blue color to them. Everybody just loves them.
Yeah, there's no light on this tank. You can still see him.
Oh yeah.
You can still see him. Beautiful. And he said that's not a rusty, that's a...
That is actually a female Bahongai Deluxe. She was getting picked on in a breeder tank, so she got moved over here because the peacocks aren't as aggressive to kind of build her back up.
Fair enough. Awesome peacocks. We got right here.
Some different stuff in there. There's some of the regular Africobu that are just young that haven't quite colored up yet. There's some white top paras in there that they've been breeding quite a bit. People have been picking up those.
White
and then
tops.
the unique thing is the OBs in there are Lake Victorian, the chromogenes. They're one of the few OBs that in the wild that they actually exist a male OB. The males, here's a little male here, they get the real blue sheen to them, and the females stay more of the lighter OB pattern to them. They're one that again you don't see all that often.
Definitely different. I've never seen them. But you know what? I've never really been into the peacocks, but after seeing all yours, I'm about to get me a peacock tank.
Yes.
All right, what we got out here? We got some albino, what are these?
Those are albino flamebacks.
Flamebacks.
Another Lake Victorian. Those are just young fish. The females stay like that, and the males just get a real vivid red all through the body once they get a little bigger. And then there's the Afra, the Jalo Reef. That is a...
Yeah, those are awesome.
Those are a gorgeous strain. This guy does a fantastic job with them. I couldn't do better myself. They just get that blue striping in them.
Yeah.
They're just gorgeous. And then the little gold ones in there are Solosi, which are getting harder and harder to find. The females stay that orange, and the males turn dark, dark blue with black stripes.
So I have a trio of those at home.
Okay.
And I haven't got them to breed yet. I don't know why, but I've had them about 4 months now, nothing yet.
They can take a little while on Solosis.
And they're pretty big, like they're, you know, at least 2-year-old size fish.
Oh, they're ready to go.
Yeah, and I still nothing out of them yet. I lucked up on them, went to a pet store one day and they had a trio and I was like, oh, let me get that.
That was a find. That was really
that was a
good.
find. That was a find.
That was a find.
All right, so how big would you say your fish room is?
I have never really measured it. You know, the furnace sits in part of it and takes up room, but I'm probably about 15 feet across. This room's probably about 15 by 15 feet, and then I've got the little extension down here with rows that's maybe 8 foot by probably another 15 feet. Okay. So it's not a big fish room, just a lot of tanks stacked in it.
And I see you using these
yes,
to run oxygen to all your aquariums?
Right. This one here runs everything back in this little extension. Super economical, put out a lot of air. The drawback with them is a lot of vibration. They get
That's
noisy.
why you got it hung up.
That's why I've got it hung up.
Smart man.
It gets rid of the vibration. It works real well.
Yeah, you don't even hear it.
No.
You don't hear it at all.
Actually, with it hung like that, the bubbles are louder than what the pump is.
Yeah. And then you kind of pretty much just heating the room by using this?
I've got a space heater.
Space heater?
I've insulated the walls and the ceiling in the room, and it's easier just to heat the actual room. I don't have heaters in any tanks.
I need to get my room to that point. Man, definitely.
I wear a short sleeve shirt down here year round.
Yeah, and it's hot down here because I'm almost sweating, especially I'm like, I'm dripping sweat down here.
It is warm.
It's definitely nice and warm down here.
It's very warm.
So you want to talk about your food?
Yes, this is something I've been real proud of. I was a fan of the New Life Spectrum for probably 20 years, and unfortunately the company got sold. They changed the formula, and I wasn't as happy with it. The fish were still doing okay, but it was making my tanks very dirty.
Right.
After a big water change, they were turning brown in a very short time, and I just wasn't happy. This took me probably 4 years to find. I've got a company that's doing a fantastic job of this. It reminds me of the New Life Spectrum when it first came out. The fish go to it instantly. They're growing better than they ever have. The color is better than they ever have, and the tanks are staying so much cleaner. I'm not having to clean my filters as often, and the tanks just aren't brown when I do my water changes.
Right.
And I've got it in various sizes. This is the 1 and 3 millimeter. I feed the most of the fish, and then I do have a fry size, a 0.5 millimeter that I start all my baby Africans on, and they just love it, and they're growing fast and quick on it.
Yeah, and I stand by this. This is exactly what I feed in my fish room. I feed nothing else but this, so it's definitely the best.
I feed it to everything. All the peacocks you saw, those bushy nose, when I used to raise a lot of those, they were all raised on this food too. This is what this fish room is fed on. Yeah,
most definitely. It's definitely top of the line. I definitely stand by it for sure. Well, yeah, I think we did a nice walk around showing everything. He even got a cash register in here. That's how you know he's a business. I never seen somebody that had a cash register in their fish room.
Right, exactly.
Well, I guess you're not a hobbyist anyways.
No, but I am at heart. That's it. This is my least favorite thing. The register and the bookwork, I like the fish.
Right.
That's my big thing. I like the fish and I like the people.
Right, most definitely.
Especially like this gentleman right here doing this. One of the best people around.
Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. And he's definitely best. You already know, like I said, he's a master breeder. He's been doing this for how many years, you would say?
About 50 years now.
50 years. He don't even look that old, don't he?
I started when I was about 10 and then started working at a fish store at 15. I thought it was great. Somebody paid me to clean fish tanks.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. Somebody would pay you to clean a fish tank.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for the tour. You guys got to see everything he got going on down here. If you want to reach out to him to maybe purchase some fish, he's not shipping. Right. He doesn't ship, but it's local pickup only. But if you live in the Midwest and you want to take a drive, you're more than welcome to sell some fish. Where can they find you at?
The easiest way would be on the Facebook page, Plecos to Peacocks. That is the business name.
Okay.
Or you can look on the Facebook under Mike Schroeder. Either one of those. But Plecos to Peacocks, I've got pictures of all these fish on there, and I'm out of Davenport, Iowa.
Don't you sell on band too, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't have your own page on band.
I do not have my own Quad City Fish Keeper band site. I've got lots of stuff on that.
Right. And I know everybody who lives in the Quad City know who you are anyway. So I mean, it's all the viewers from across the world who don't know about you, but everybody local know who Mike is. He is a legend.
Thank you.
He's a legend, true legend. I've been knowing Mike. I'm 34 finna be 32, and I've been knowing you since I was 10.
Right.
So
I can remember you coming in the pet store.
So I mean, this is a long time coming, man. So I've been waiting to come over here and do a tour of your spot too.
Thank you.
I've been really waiting for that.
I appreciate you stopping over.
Yeah. So yep, that's gonna be pretty much it for today's video, man. Like I said, if you guys want to reach out to him, he gave you the information on doing that. If you're local, make sure you come through, support. Make sure you buy the food. Make sure you guys go like his Facebook pages, do everything you guys need to do to show support, because I love what he got going on here, and I'm a big supporter of him. So that's pretty much gonna be it. I'll catch you guys in my next video.